Hi, I'm Brian.
Hi, I'm Merisa.
And this is Human Coupling, the show about what it means to be human and being a couple. So whether you're married, divorced, dating, or don't know where you land, we're here to help.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Couples Activity. How you doing, Brian?
Hello there. Happy Halloween, boys and ghouls. How are you today?
Yeah, happy fall season to everyone. Hope you enjoy your pumpkin chai lattes and your weird apple cider.
Well, it's so great to be doing another episode of Couples Activity because, honestly, this is a great time of year for all sorts of activities. Wouldn't you agree, Marissa?
I totally agree, and tonight we are going to go through those fun little activities that we did for the month.
Very good. Why don't you kick us off here?
All right, if you want me to, that's perfectly fine. So, this year we went to 3 of the best ones in Denver because Denver is awesome and we do fun things. So, the zombie crawl was on 10/17/2015. Awesome thing done at the 16th Street Mall. Lots of people came out. It was their 10th annual event. And according to the website, they kicked butt.
So let's talk a little bit about the zombie crawl for those of the people out there in podcast land that have no idea what it is.
Okay, that's no problem.
So the zombie crawl is an interesting thing. There's a couple of different things around the country. But here in Denver, there's a main tourist area known as the 16th Street Mall, which is downtown Denver. And every year around the same time, which is around October 17th, they do something sponsored by the city of Denver called the Zombie Crawl, where thousands of people dress up like zombies and go up and down the 16th Street Mall. It is truly a sight to behold, and let me tell you, if you're afraid of makeup and zombies and things, don't go there. Remember that poor lady that got just scared out of her mind?
Well, as usual, your teenage daughter convinced you to come somewhere, and she didn't tell you what was going on. So, hey, you're going to have to check your underwear. No big deal.
Yeah, I know, but it's actually really cool because people must work all year long just to get their costumes correct. And we've been going, what is this, our third or fourth year, Marissa?
We've gone every single year. We have lived in Denver, Colorado, and that is a good thing because you got to create traditions when you move around as much as we do.
That you definitely do. As a matter of fact, those of you out there in podcast land that are watching our video for this week's episode will see our videos and pictures from the zombie crawl.
Of course.
There'll be plenty of them. It's
we
really
like
cool.
to share. It's okay. Love the pictures. Enjoy the pictures. Make comments on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Make comments. It's awesome.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah,
and for those of you listening on SoundCloud, check out our other avenues so you can check out the pictures as well.
Yeah, we have lots of venues that you can partake in with different little features. So, yes, the zombie crawl. So, it was really nice because the weather has been incredible in Denver. And there was no snow, there was no wind, there was no storm, there was no cold. It was just a beautiful day.
Now, should we tell them what we decided to do this year, Marissa?
Of course. This year, we decided to be surgeons. So we were zombie surgeons, and of course, we had the funnest sign at the place because everyone gave Brian a wonderful compliment on his sign. It said, "Ask us about our zombie HMO plans."
Because as you know out there in podcast land, we are just kooky and wacky and stuff like that.
And a little bit political on the side. So hey, it was a nice funny joke and everyone really enjoyed it. And hey, they got the joke.
Hey, I even had a name tag, and I called myself Dr. Zombie.
That's right. He was Dr. Zombie.
Stupid.
Yes, and I was Nurse Cranky, of course.
Of course, and we had plenty of blood and gore. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really nice, and I don't think we went overboard this year. I think we kept it nice and light, but the costumes were very comfortable. I have to always say that. Get a comfortable costume that you want to walk around outside in all day, because remember, getting home is going to be hard. There's going to be lots of other zombies trying to jump on the train too, so be comfortable. Don't be the chick in the 6-inch heels with her boobs hanging out and her belly button. There was one chick like
that, though. There always is, isn't there?
There always is a happy-go-lucky young lady that loves her body and thinks that everyone should love it too, but remember, comfort comes first.
It's true, it's true. I often wonder, like all of those people on stilts and with that elaborate makeup, how uncomfortable that must be.
Hey, that's art. That is considered art. And yes, suffering for art is completely different than suffering to make everyone think that you look the best.
It's true. And the thing about Denver that I really like is we here in Denver like to include our animals and our pets in our get-ups and our costumes. When you go down the 16th Street Mall during this event, you see actual dogs dressed up in zombie costumes as well. Isn't that right, Marissa?
That was the most funny thing ever. And they're in their little ATV flyers, which are those little pull carts, the red wagons. because some of them get tired. It is a very long strip to walk back and forth. So
especially if you're going to be there for 4 or 5 hours with thousands of people.
People are very considerate. They have dog water bowls out. They have food for the pets. And everyone is really quiet. And everyone's on a leash because leash laws are there for a reason, especially in a giant crowd. So everyone was respectful.
Yeah. My favorite dog costume of the year, and unfortunately I didn't get a picture of it, was the wiener dog that was dressed like a hot dog.
Oh, there's always one of those. Love them. It's a cute idea. Let's keep it literal, right, people?
Yeah. Well, if I ever had wiener dogs, honestly, if I had a pair of them, I'd name them Oscar and Frank.
Why not?
Just because,
Just because you can. And that's not copyright infringement, folks.
No, it's not.
It doesn't matter. That's my personal pet. Anyway, so yeah, the zombie crawl went off without a hitch in Denver. Everyone loved it as usual. And then there were the folks who came downtown on vacation and went, holy shit, why are there zombies out here? But sometimes if you're going to visit somewhere, please read up on what's going on during your visit.
Were you aware, Marissa, and this is just a funny aside about the zombie crawl, and I saw this on the Channel 7 News here in Denver, that there was a woman who was from Texas that was here for work and came down on a Saturday. I guess it was for a convention or something.
We have lots of conventions here.
And believe it or not, she actually called the police and said there was a zombie apocalypse happening downtown Denver.
See?
I kid you not.
This is why you should do your research before you leave your house, folks. We love you, but
that
please
just
be
makes
aware.
my head hurt.
The media always has hype up all kinds of things. So, hey, if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. It was a funny mistake, and now you're going to be that chick, but it happens. No big deal. Everyone was well behaved and wonderful, and they had a great time, and the parties going on in the night supposedly were incredible. If you love that kind of stuff,
but we're too old for that stuff.
I'm not too old. I think I'm just not interested in that because, big crowds are not a safe thing when you're rolling around with a wheelchair.
No, that's true. It's really
big
not.
Crowds are kind of hard. But there were a lot of people in wheelchairs. There were a lot of people who were on crutches and have various forms of other disabilities. But everyone is always respectful. They watch out for everyone. They keep it nice and safe. They don't crowd on you since they know, that's not very polite. And if everyone wanted to take a picture of you, they came up and they say, excuse me, can I take a picture? And, everyone was very nice.
Here in Denver is polite to a fault, but it actually works things out pretty well. Yes, they're polite to a fault,
but it's a very wonderful thing because, you don't want to have all kinds of stuff for crowd control. There was a big police presence, but it was not needed as much as it would be in some other places, so that's good. We can control ourselves. I love that about Denver.
And since this is a couples activity, we should talk about the cool couples costumes that we saw, no?
Okay, I loved all the cool couples costumes. I mean, what was your favorite?
My personal favorite was Little Red Riding Hood with the chain around the Big Bad Wolf's neck.
That was cute, yeah. And
like that
as usual, I always love when there's someone with the wedding costumes on. There's wedding people. There's always somebody in a big giant wedding dress with blood and gore all over it, and then there's the groom. It's always cute.
And then there was the one couple, and the lady was pregnant, and she had written on her stomach, "Zombie on board," and
there
had little
you go,
hands coming out of her stomach, which I thought was cool. How about that one group, and this we actually have a picture of, that one couple there that put themselves in a painting frame.
Oh yeah, that was cute. Come on now, that was literal, huh?
That was
okay.
That was
Bad
really cool. I thought that was a really interesting one.
Hey, you got to keep it silly. You got to keep it silly when you're a couple because you know what? The sillier you are means you still like each other, so that's good, right?
Oh yeah. So let's go on to the next event that we went to that I thought was absolutely fantabulous. And this is kind of a plug for the lovely...
No. Let's go to the other one.
The other one.
Yes, don't jump ahead of yourself.
The other one, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's go. Let me take this one.
Go ahead.
So then there was the Halloween at the Botanical Gardens on 10/21/2015, which was a Wednesday. So for me, that was kind of hard because I do not like to go out on a weekday, but Denver loves activities on a weekday.
There's nothing going on the weekends. Everything is on the weekdays, so we have to kind of change our way of doing things.
Hey, you know what? Our pops came for his birthday, Mr. Brian's birthday. We got some tickets to the Botanic Gardens, and we thought, hey, why not? It's always interesting. I love their parade of lights during Christmas and all that stuff, so this was something I've never gone to. We've never gone to, right?
No, we haven't. And it was really very nice.
It was really very cute, and all the little kitties loved it. But let me give you a fair warning. If you're going to go early, go real early. And if you're going to go in the middle, go in the very middle. Because it ended at 8:30. That's when the last walkthrough was. But then it started at 7. So the best thing for you to do if you're going to be there for 7, because parking is at a premium is the nicest way
In
to say
Denver,
it.
for sure, yeah.
Parking is at a premium. In this location, they do have parking, but the lots all got full really quickly because we left our house at 6, and it was starting at 7, so we were like, okay, if you leave at 6:15, because, you come home from work, you want to have some dinner. We left at that time, and we went and we drove around for at least 15, 20 minutes, and there was absolutely no parking.
Yeah, so that's something that you have to be aware of.
Yes, this was really a kids event, but I'm a big kid, he's a big kid, so we had a good time no matter what.
Oh, exactly. But I'll tell you
Yeah.
the truth. If you have little children, this is wonderful. If you don't have children,
Yeah,
this
you
may be
could
one
still
that's not
be,
for you, but it's still kind of fun to see all the jack-o'-lanterns because those
Exactly.
folks that did the jack-o'-lanterns were amazing, and I'll have
Yeah.
to get some of those pictures into our video here.
Of course, there was a guy there. He was doing a live etching into the pumpkin for everyone to look at and see how he does it, and he answered questions. Very nice gentleman, very open to questions. I love that because if you can go and participate in the art that's happening, that's always wonderful for the kids to see. So that was an interesting time. And hey, if you like apple cider and glow lights, this was the
That's
place
for
for
you.
you.
And
Yes.
and I think if you partook in some libations and went, you might have some fun too.
Yeah, there were libations in
Yeah.
that botanical, like the swampy house.
And where they were reading stories, scary
Yes,
stories for both adults and children.
Story time was upstairs. Downstairs
And that was a blast.
was interesting. Upstairs was even crazier.
Adult story time, Marissa.
Yes,
Whatever
you
you want to
have
call
to
that.
include everyone. You can't just have this for the kids. It's not fair.
No, it's
Adults like Halloween too. I love cavities. I eat candy. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we all love candy. Don't even.
Of course, but it was a cute little event. It was on a Wednesday. We did drive around, but then we left and we came back and we got in and it was great. So for everyone who was going to go to this, I would say if you go and there's no parking, leave for about 30 minutes, come back, give it another try because that's what we did and we got in and it was great. I love the walk. I got some exercise. There's nothing wrong with that.
And for those of you sans little ones, I'll say
Yeah.
little ones. People with little ones always come early because they get
Exactly.
tired very fast. So about 7:30 in the evening is a good time. The parking lot.
Yeah, they
thins
empty out. They
and
empty
all
out.
the little ones are gone, and the adults can enjoy some of the amazing talent of the folks that are there.
Exactly.
And we love the Botanic Gardens, and we love what they do. So I'm happy to plug them here.
Yeah, that was a beautiful event, and I had a fun time. That was my first visit. That was your first visit. I give it a thumbs up. I liked it.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Okay, so now your favorite event that we went to
Yes,
this
yes,
year,
this-
because we have to mention this one. We went to the Dragstravaganza on 10/24/2015, which was another weekend event, so I loved it.
Yeah.
It was at Hamburger Mary's downtown on 17th. Such a cute event. Oh my gosh, it was
And
so great.
It was presented by the beautiful and talented Daniela Decato and all of her
Exactly.
lovely ladies.
All of her lovely ladies who came out, participated, and put on a show for Yo Ace. It was beautiful and lovely. But this year was so popular. They told us they have never sold out before. And this year it was sold out.
There was standing room only, folks.
I was standing on my booty and I did not care. I had such a great time. Everyone talked to everyone. No one was rude. Everyone was polite. You saw that it was a small space, but they filled it with love and excitement, and they had fun, and you know that they really wanted to do this. So that's why it was enjoyable no matter what. And the drinks were good, so you
The
can't...
drinks were very good.
The drinks are always nice. Hey, why would I stop myself from having a great time and having a drink with friends that could be friends? But the parking, let's talk about the parking.
Well, the parking is always tricky over there.
Exactly.
But,
Parking is always tricky.
because it's downtown. But, I have to hand it to Hamburger Mary's
Yeah.
and to Club M, where this was actually taking place, which is attached and right next door. They actually do have a parking lot.
Yes, they do, but you have to get there early.
Yeah, because unfortunately their parking attendant wasn't available, so it was a little difficult. But we did have parking.
Eventually it was, you got out eventually. It's no big deal, but it was a fun time. The show itself. Let's talk about the show itself.
Oh, yes.
There were 3 rounds, as they call it. That's what they do to kiss it. So everyone knows, okay, this is your turn, your turn, your turn. So it was a really fast kind of thing. And the guy who was the sound guy, he was on point. He had everything together. He knew when someone was coming out, and no one missed their mark. Oh, I think there was one snafu. They didn't miss their mark. They kicked A's. My favorite person was the clown. The clown, now,
Okay, the
Brian
clown
does
freaked
not like
me out.
clowns.
I do not like clowns.
Lots of people don't like clowns. The clowns represent something happy, and for some reason, something happened and it got miscommunicated, and people do not like freaking clowns. But this clown was scary. I'm not going to lie. This clown... She was scary,
But she
okay.
was wonderful. I mean,
She's amazing.
Taking away my irrational fear of clowns.
Yes, taking away your irrational fear of clowns.
I forget the Latin term for it. I wish I knew.
I don't know, clownophobia?
No, there's a Latin term, but I forget. Anyhow,
call it clownophobia. I don't care.
Taking away my irrational fear of clowns, I have to say that her makeup and her dancing was amazing.
Exactly. I don't know how she made that song work, because the song and the dance and the makeup and everything that she did,
it was creepy.
Really creeped us the hell out, and she did a great friggin' job. That's people taking their art seriously, folks.
And talking about taking your art seriously, just a little aside, if people don't understand about drag shows,
yes,
in particular the ones here in Denver and this one, Daniela Decato's many shows that she does, they do everything on their own, and they're not paid to do this.
They get it together themselves.
They get a portion of the door, and they get a portion of the tips, because you tip kind of like at a gentleman's club during a drag show. But everything that's done, they do themselves. From every stitch to every piece of makeup to every piece of glitter that's on the stage is done by the ladies themselves.
So that's talent, and I respect that, and I love that. And I mean, some people this is not for, because, hey, you're just probably not into that. But you know what? Open your freaking mind, open your heart, understand that someone is using their talents to entertain others, and maybe you'll see the fact that, hey, who cares? I love this.
Exactly.
Think about the love that goes into it. That's what I know.
Now, we talk about somebody taking their art seriously. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the final act of the evening.
Oh, my goodness,
The final act of the evening was, and I forget the lady's name that did it, but this was just crazy.
Okay, which one?
Who asked for the gentleman volunteer?
Oh, yes. The wonderful, was it a Janet Jackson song, I think?
Yes, it was.
It was a Janet Jackson song, and let's just say this was for adults, so it was an adult theme, and it was very adult, and if you missed it, I'm sorry.
How can we put this very gently? Mr. Gray was alive and well.
Exactly. This was a Mr. Gray-esque kind of situation, and it was a sight to be a hold of, but every participant was not harmed during the making of this drag scene. So it was beautiful, and I loved it. She did a great job.
And let's talk about Miss Decato herself coming out as the lovely and talented, very favorite person and temptress of the night, Elvira.
Of course. Mistress of the Dark, yes. And she had the two mistresses to prove it, and they were lovely as heck.
Yes, they were.
Lots of compliments on the Mistress of the Dark. Yes. Costume.
and really just compliments all around. I mean, each one of these ladies do, within a 2-hour span, do like 10 costume changes and makeup changes.
Exactly. You have to change your makeup, your costume, your wig. Oh, my God.
Your accoutrements, your breasts.
Shoes. Jesus.
And let's not forget all the tucking and the moving and the pushing.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
All that they have to do.
It goes into it. It goes on. It went down without a hitch. And I got to say, thank you for the show. I liked it. It was so much fun.
So this is kind of our way of plugging the lovely shows that go on down at Club M.
Course.
And Miss Daniela Decato. She is going to be having a Christmas show coming up in the beginning of December.
That should be fun.
I hope that everybody goes and sees that. And they do have their Dreamgirls standard show the 3 weeks out of the month. So you should definitely go check it out if you're here in Denver.
It's all a good time, and it's all for a good cause, and it's all for art. So love it, live it, and be a part of it. So those were our 3 most memorable couple activity items for the month. I had a great time, and as usual, who wouldn't want to leave their house and go have some fun?
It's true. And, and it's important to do these couples activities.
Of course it is. You got to go around and remember that if you sit in your house all day, you're going to be bored. So if there's something going on, just go do it. Don't be a wuss.
Just go do it. It's important, especially if you've been together a long time like Marissa and I. You got to keep that spark alive, because you can get bogged down by things. Or even if you're a new couple, it's a good way to get to know what your significant other likes or doesn't like, or what you like together. Hey, you might find a whole new group of people and a whole new lifestyle you didn't even know existed.
Of course,
all because you decided to go to this
house.
thing. Yeah, exactly. We even have some plans tonight, so I guess we'll have to talk about that on another episode of Couples Activity.
Fun activity. I mean, the Christmas holiday season is coming up. Once Halloween is over, then it begins the crazy holiday season.
Exactly. To me, Halloween is the unofficial kickoff of the holiday season.
Of course, because you could do Halloween. I've seen so many Halloween lights up this year. It's been a little bit crazier.
Yeah,
I didn't remember that people did Halloween lights, which I know that's silly, but it's like, okay, you do Christmas lights, but Halloween lights?
There are even people here in town that do full Halloween displays like people do Christmas displays. I saw it on the news the other day.
Yeah, that's the thing. They do competitions all over the place. I think it's fun. If I had a house, I'd do something crazy, but I don't have a house, so.
But when we do, and
I don't know.
when we do have a house and we do something crazy, be assured that we will have pictures of it up on our website.
Of course, because we like to share. This couple's activity called the podcast that we do is something where we share with all our friends and our new friends and our distant friends.
And the world out there in podcast land.
Yes, we share our exciting times with you, just so you can see something different. Maybe it'll inspire you to go out and be different, which is a good thing.
And please, let me say, if you're doing something really cool for Halloween or any of the other holidays, let us know. Let us know on Facebook.
Email us. Put it on
us.
YouTube. Tell us all the fun things that are happening in Denver. Maybe we'll go get them done and have a nice couples activity show about it.
And if you're not sure how to contact us, listen to the end of the show, and there'll be great details on how to email us and contact us and do everything we need to do.
Of course. And always have a fun time no matter what it is.
Have fun, folks.
Yeah, I wish we could do more house parties. Maybe if we do more house parties, that'll be kind of an event. I don't know.
We got to try doing that. Well, we always throw our New Year's party, and we have to do it this year.
You have to throw a New Year's party because it's easier to just be in your house drinking with your friends in your onesies, if you feel.
We always let people, because we're responsible here on Human Coupling Podcast. If people want to come and crash because they can't drive, then that's fine with me. Pull up a chair, pull up a piece of floor, pull up a couch, pull up an air mattress.
Yes.
I don't care.
Of course.
Just be safe and sleep it off, and we'll all have breakfast in the morning and have a good laugh. So, I will have to keep a lookout for different things that are going on today so that we can say what's going on in the town and see what's going on actually on Halloween.
Of course,
because
actual
it's actually
Halloween.
Saturday, and we don't always know what's going on, right?
Of course.
So, okay, that's about all we have for our couples activity this week, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that's all we have. So bye-bye now.
Hey out there in podcast land, it's Brian from The Couple. Do you want more of the laughter, love, and hijinks that is the Human Coupling Podcast? If so, like us on Facebook, friend us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us on SoundCloud, follow us on Google+. Would you like to let us know how we're doing or let us know how you're doing? Or do you have an idea for a show topic? If so, send us an email at humancoupling@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye now.